to address the issue of geothermal subzones, which I did not address in my first testimony. Geothermal subzones were imposed 25 years ago when there was the first push to develop geothermal. If you take a look at what was required, they were supposed to be doing test drilling to find out on the Big Island where the most appropriate areas were. They did some drilling, but they didn't have the money that was needed. They needed actually over $90 million, and the state didn't have geoengineers. They pulled together the data that they had, including information from wells for water drilling. Then they had some discussions with the DLNR. What they decided to do was a political solution. They took a pen, they drew circles around the East Rift Zone, and those who were participating, Bishop Estate, the Olsons, the Greenwells, they were very powerful. They put a circle around Hualalai, even though the geothermics report showed very low level resource, but it was owned by the Greenwells, Bishop Estate. The development went up on Papa Lyman's land. He was the chair, Bishop Estate at the time. What happened was they did not address the appropriate way to develop geothermal, and I've been doing it for 14 years. When you develop geothermal, you do it very cautiously, only where science indicates the resource is plentiful and it can be developed safely. Then the geothermal area is limited to the footprint of the project. What they did to us on the Big Island was they circled the entire East Rift Zone, hundreds of miles, thousands of acres. And every residential area, every school, every park suddenly became an area open for geothermal development, inappropriate on the Big Island. We do not need to go backwards. We do not need geothermal subzones. Identify where the resource is, ensure it can be tested safely with science, and limit that project to the footprint of the project. We don't need to have hundreds of miles set aside, go back to taking Wa'okeleopuna or Mauna Kea or anything else. Hualalai, leave those places alone. Find the places with geothermal. Don't bring subzones back.
Thank you very much. Up next,